Welcome back. Just before the break we saw Gareth finally pull a frame back. And Ollie Bale that gets us underway. And there is in fact the fifth frame of the match, but actually it's only the fourth one that the players have played. Due to the unique handicapping system employed for the Oracle Super Tour. Ollie Bale isn't actually a professional on the IPA Tour. Though he plays on the tour, he's not regarded as a professional. And the rules of the Oracle Tour state professional players give a 1 star. And that start can actually increase depending on the quality of the opposition, up to a 4 star in the first to 8. And there's 3 ladies that have played on this tour this season. One of them, the World Ladies Champion, Lynette Horsburgh. And one of the rules that Keith Brewer employed to bring more ladies to the Oracle Super Tour was to give all ladies, regardless of their perceived ability, give them a 4-rack start. Which is why the likes of Lynette jumped at the opportunity to play here, because she's got a good chance, if the draw goes her way, of picking up some decent cash from these events. Gareth picked up his 3rd world title this year, up in Blackpool. His 2nd one that he's won in a row. He comes from a hotbed of talent in the Midlands region, actually from Stoke-on-Trent. A lot of decent players reside from that area. A bit of a tactical start to the beginning of this frame. Tried a thin cut to the right corner there. It was far too thin. The cue ball couldn't impart enough pace on the object ball to make it drop into the corner pocket before the cue ball came round, so chance for Gareth. 2 difficult reds really, the one the right hand side of the table towards the centre, in between the 2 yellows. Needs to get in behind that really if he can. And then the one on the top rail, which you probably won't regard as that difficult, but sometimes they can be a little bit of a pain. And often these top players look to move that ball as soon as they can to move it into a more open position. first red that I flagged. We're going to leave that till last now. It does pot into the top right corner. Just needs to get the right angle here. I thought for a second there that he's hit that pace, but he's come out perfectly, so just a little screw shot. It's almost a straight black into the corner. Gareth has now reduced the score to 3 frames to 2 with his break. It's Ollie Bale's opportunity at the table here now. Just overrun that slightly, but he's still got the yellow to the centre. Slowly yellow to the top right corner now as we're looking. Just looking there, looking 2 or 3 shots ahead there to look at the position or the place he wants to leave the cue ball for what will be probably the final yellow in this run out. Now we've got 2 options here. We can take it back off the cushion to play the original shot, or come high on it, which was my option, and that's what he's played. And now just needs to leave himself probably roughly where the cue ball is now, unless he can run forward. Now he's left the cue ball where I said. And drop this black into the top left. So a fantastic run out there from Ollie Bale. Using the 2 frame cushion once again. Good positional shot there, played it at the right pace to nudge the red out of the way, to leave a shot here for himself, to drop this yellow into the corner as he's just done. So once again, another good run out opportunity for Ollie Bale. Doing very, very well in this match. And he's managing to keep the reigning World 8-ball champion in his chair. It's not achieved by many. And another good clearance, so when faced with the opportunity, he's making the run outs and he's making these frames count. Increase his lead now to 5-2. Now he's been in front once again. Gareth has lost the cue ball on the break. And these yellows In such a good position again. Great shot there from Ollie, stunning across for the yellow on the side rail. I was about to say one of the most difficult shots in pool, and he's proved it. Break that Gareth Potts had meant that both the yellows and reds were definitely in a playable position. And it was looking at one point that he might not get a visit to the table. Just the black across the table a bit there. Hampered queuing. I think he'll just run this cue ball as he can screw it back. He's got to be careful not to overscrew this ball here. Not happy with the position that his hand is in. He's actually elected to run it forward. Wasn't quite sure where that red was, so it's a good shot there. The right choice to run that cue ball forward, and he'll run this one now off the side rail. Gives himself a little bit of an angle here, so he needs to play this exactly if he's going to drop this red into the corner. He's going to want to make sure here that he can control the speed of the cue ball, because the best option for the black is the left middle. He might play this with a little bit more pace than normal. He's played the cue ball twice down the table. Exactly what he's done. After we get in behind the black, and he's played that to perfection. So the black 8 into the middle pocket then. Another frame to Gareth Potts. Another good split from Ollie there, but he's come up in what was a difficult position, but he's made nice easy work of that red. He's a little bit frustrated with the way he's missed that red to the right middle there. It's given Gareth an opportunity here. Only one real difficult yellow. He's elected to play safe because the balls are in that ideal position for that. So it's a very, very now tough escape for Ollie Bale here to get out of. I say tough, it's relatively easy to get out of. It was difficult to get the cue ball safe, especially with those two yellows over that corner pocket. Just trying to tie up the table a little bit there. Just making sure he doesn't move that red and yellow cluster on the right hand side. Wants Gareth to do the work on that. This frame has just got a little bit messy. may give him the opportunity here to... I was just about to say, he plays so quickly I can hardly get my commentary in sometimes. I would say he's going to stun off the cushion there, trying to nudge the yellow out of the way. He played the shot, but didn't quite get enough spin on it to move the yellow and the red. A valiant attempt, but it is now going to be left up to Gareth to play this shot. Just playing that yellow there into the middle, which is cutting out the double to the left middle. Something I mentioned earlier, one of the most difficult shots in this type of pool is playing those shots down the rail. The corner pockets play very, very tight. So with that miss, it does look as if the frame is going to go the way of the European champion rather than the world champion. Although he could have been a lot better on that black ball. I'm not even sure whether this black passes the yellow into the corner pocket here. So he may have to play a thin cut to the centre, which is what he's playing. He rolls it in.